chosen ones. Pause for a moment and listen closely, because what I am about to share with you is not ordinary. It is not coincidence, it is not random, and it is not by chance that you found this message today. It is a divine appointment. Heaven has arranged this very moment because something inside of you has been stirring, something that whispers in the silence, something that asks questions no one else seems to understand. Have you ever wondered why you feel so different? Why you carry a weight in your spirit that others cannot see? Have you ever noticed how the world reacts to you, how you cannot blend in no matter how hard you try? This is not your imagination. This is the mark of the chosen. If you've always felt misunderstood, if the road you've walked has been filled with strange trials, betrayals, and unseen battles, then you need to hear this. You are not cursed. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You have been set apart. And right now, in this very season, God is preparing to unveil your true mission. The veil that has kept you hidden, the silence that has surrounded your calling, is about to lift. Chosen one, you carry within you a fire that refuses to die. Even in the nights when you cried yourself to sleep, even in the mornings when you woke up with no strength, somehow the flame was never fully extinguished. That flame is proof that you were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were meant to walk a path carved by the divine, a path that only you could walk, a journey that requires both your pain and your perseverance. Some of you listening right now feel the weight of years where nothing seemed to make sense. You gave and they took. You trusted and they betrayed. You spoke truth and they mocked. And yet, even with all of that, you could not stop loving. You could not stop believing, and you could not stop hoping. Do you realize how extraordinary that is? Most people would have surrendered, but you did not. And that is the very reason heaven has chosen this moment to awaken you. The world has tried to convince you that your sensitivity is weakness, that your compassion makes you naive, that your struggles prove you are unworthy. But listen carefully. Those very qualities are the fingerprints of your divine mission. Your compassion was forged in the fire of rejection. Your wisdom was carved out of the stones of hardship. Your resilience was born in the midnight hours when no one else was watching. This is what makes you different, and this is what makes you chosen. There is a reason why certain doors were shut in your face. There is a reason why certain people could not stay in your life. There is a reason why you were stripped of things you thought you could not live without. It was not punishment. It was preparation. Because if you had walked through those doors, if those people had remained, if you had kept those things, you would not be ready for the mission that is about to be revealed. Heaven has been protecting you, even in ways you did not recognize. And I know it has not been easy. You have cried out, "Why me? Why do I carry this weight? Why does it feel like everything in my life has been harder than for others?" But chosen one, hear this. The greater the mission, the greater the preparation. And preparation is never painless. Diamonds are made under pressure. Gold is refined in the fire. And prophets, warriors, and leaders are shaped in the wilderness. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly on time because heaven is never late. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how often you've been kept apart? How many times you felt like an outsider, even among family, even among friends? That loneliness was not accidental. It was the silence of God shielding you, separating you, sanctifying you for something that would not make sense to those around you. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out. You are meant to be a living sign, a light in the darkness, a reminder that God still moves through human lives. And right now, as you hear my voice, I want you to understand something. Heaven wastes nothing. Not your tears, not your heartbreak, not your failures, not even the mistakes you thought disqualified you. Every piece of your story is a brushstroke in a masterpiece you cannot yet see. What looks like chaos is divine order. What looks like silence is hidden strategy. What looks like delay is perfect timing. Chosen ones, if you are watching this, It is because heaven has decided you are ready to hear what many around you cannot understand. You are being called into alignment. You are being prepared for unveiling. Your mission, which has been wrapped in mystery, is about to be unsealed. And once it is revealed, nothing will ever be the same again. The people who doubted you will see. The ones who underestimated you will wonder. And you, who once questioned if you had any purpose at all, will rise in the strength of the one who called you. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to stop seeing yourself as ordinary? Are you ready to embrace the truth that your life has always been prophetic, that your very existence carries meaning beyond what the world told you? Are you ready to step into a mission that was written before you were even born? Because the time of hiding is over, the silence is breaking. Heaven is about to unveil your true mission, and the world is going to know that you were chosen. This is not just another video. This is not just another message. This is a confirmation. Deep inside you already knew there was something different about you. Deep inside you already felt that tug, that sense that your journey was not like everyone else's. All I am doing now is speaking aloud what your soul already knows. You were born for this. You were called for this. You were chosen for this. And as you continue to listen, I want you to open not just your ears, but your spirit. Because what is about to be revealed to you will not only explain your past, it will ignite your present and direct your future. The questions you've carried, the confusion you've battled, the heaviness you've endured, it is all about to make sense. Because your mission, chosen one, is no longer hidden. God is about to unveil it, and you are about to step into the very reason you are alive. Chosen one, now that you've opened your heart to the truth that you are set apart, let us step deeper into the mystery of why your life has often felt like a battlefield. Because it has not been easy, has it? From your earliest days, you could sense that you were walking a path unlike those around you. While others seemed to move freely, you encountered invisible walls. While others were celebrated, you were overlooked. While others found belonging, you carried a strange and holy loneliness. And you asked yourself again and again, why me? Why does my journey carry such weight, such resistance, such unexplainable sorrow? Here is the hidden truth. The struggle was never random. The resistance was never meaningless. The attacks were never about who you were in that moment. They were about who you were destined to become. Darkness always sees light before the light fully realizes itself. And so, from the beginning, the forces that oppose God have tried to crush you, silence you, confuse you, and bury you under despair. They knew what you carried long before you did. Think of the stories written in Scripture. Joseph dreamed dreams of greatness as a young man, but before the crown, he was thrown into a pit by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and imprisoned. Why? Because the mission upon his life was too powerful to come without resistance. Moses, called to lead a nation out of bondage, was hunted as an infant, hidden in a river basket, and nearly silenced before his journey even began. David, anointed to be king, was chased through caves and valleys by the jealous hand of Saul. Even Jesus, the very Son of God, faced rejection, betrayal, and crucifixion before the resurrection revealed his glory. Do you see the pattern, chosen one? Every divine mission is marked by spiritual struggle. Every life set apart is tested in the wilderness. Every bearer of light is hunted by darkness. And you too have walked that same pattern. That is why your life has felt heavier than most. That is why betrayal cut you so deeply, why rejection seemed to shadow you, why loneliness became a companion. It was not because you were forgotten. It was because you were marked. And here is another truth you must embrace. People around you could not always understand you because you were never meant to be understood by everyone. Your spirit speaks a language that only the chosen can recognize. You feel things others ignore. You see what others overlook. You discern what others dismiss. And for this reason, you have often been labeled as too much, too sensitive, or too different. But these labels are lies meant to distract you from the deeper reality that your uniqueness is your weapon and your sensitivity is your gift. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how you attract both the broken and the hostile? How some are drawn to your light for healing, while others cannot stand to be near you because your very presence exposes their shadows? This is one of the clearest signs that you are chosen. Light comforts those who seek healing, but it irritates those who cling to darkness. And so, you have experienced both deep connections and painful rejections, sometimes in the very same season. It is here in the tension between who you are and how the world treats you that many chosen ones feel the greatest burden. Because it is exhausting, isn't it? To carry love in your heart and still be hated, to give endlessly and still be betrayed, to speak truth and still be silenced. Sometimes you wondered if you should stop, if you should harden your heart, if you should simply fade into the crowd. But something inside you would not let you. That is the mark of divine calling. You cannot quit what God has placed inside you. The enemy knows this, and so the strategy has always been to weaken you through confusion, to make you believe that your suffering was evidence that God had abandoned you, to convince you that your trials meant you were unworthy, that your pain meant you were cursed. But chosen one, hear me clearly. The very opposite is true. Your suffering has been evidence of your selection. Your trials have been proof of your preparation. Your pain has been a doorway to your power. Let's go deeper. Why do you think the betrayals cut so sharply? Because betrayal is the classroom of trust. Why do you think the rejection hurt so much? Because rejection is the forge where divine confidence is born. Why did loneliness feel unbearable? Because solitude is the secret place where God whispers missions too sacred for human ears. Every wound carried a hidden teaching. Every scar contained wisdom. And though it felt unbearable at the time, every piece of your struggle has been shaping you into the vessel that can now hold the mission about to be unveiled. Chosen one, the world you live in is not merely physical. Behind the surface of ordinary life rages an unseen war. Light and darkness, truth and deception, love and fear. They battle in the invisible realm, and those who are chosen become battlegrounds for this war. That is why your mind has been attacked. That is why your dreams have been troubled. That is why your relationships have often turned chaotic without explanation. It was not just life happening, it was spiritual warfare, because you are dangerous to darkness. But here is the hope. Every battle you survived has proven your endurance. Every tear you shed has watered the soil of your future harvest. Every night you thought you would not make it, you actually gained more strength than you realized. And though the enemy hoped to break you, he only sharpened you. Though he tried to silence you, he only gave you a deeper voice. Though he sought to bury you, he only pushed you closer to the resurrection power of God. Do not despise your struggles, chosen one. They are the fingerprints of a divine narrative unfolding in your life. Without the pit, Joseph would not have reached the palace. Without the wilderness, Moses would not have carried the authority of deliverance. Without the caves, David would not have been crowned with true wisdom. And without the cross, Jesus would not have released resurrection. Your own trials are not the end of your story. They are the foundation of your mission. So the next time you ask yourself, why has it been so hard? Remember this. The greater the mission, the greater the battle. Heaven's generals are not trained in comfort, but in adversity. You are not being punished. You are being promoted through every struggle. And though the world could not always see your worth, God never took his eyes off you. He was with you in the silence. He was with you in the betrayal. He was with you in the lonely nights. And he has brought you to this very moment because the time of unveiling has arrived. Chosen one, now that you understand the hidden struggle behind your journey, let us step into the revelation of what all of this has been preparing you for. The truth is that your mission has been woven into the very fabric of your being since before you took your first breath. And though it has been hidden under layers of pain, silence, and misunderstanding, God has been whispering clues all along. If you look carefully, you will see that the signs of your mission have always been present. Today, I will bring them into the light so that you can finally recognize what heaven has been trying to show you. The first sign is the undeniable presence of a burning compassion within you. Even after betrayal, even after heartbreak, even after years of being misunderstood, you cannot stop caring. When others harden, you soften. When others turn away, you reach out. When others mock the wounded, you feel their pain as if it were your own. This compassion is not weakness, it is divine evidence. It is the mark of one called to heal, to lift, to bring light into places that have known only darkness. Your heart was designed as a vessel of divine love, and every time you refused to let bitterness consume you, you were walking in your mission. The second sign is your unusual resilience. How many times have you thought, "This is it, I cannot go on," and yet somehow you did? How many nights did you fall asleep in tears only to rise in the morning with just enough strength to take one more step? Chosen one, that resilience is supernatural. It is not merely your willpower, it is heaven's hand sustaining you, proving that your story cannot end in defeat. This resilience is a signal to the world that you carry something beyond human capacity. Your mission requires endurance, and every test you passed in secret has been proof that you are ready to carry what is coming. The third sign is the clarity of your inner voice. Others may call it intuition, but you know it is deeper than that. How many times did you sense the truth before it was revealed? How often did you feel danger before it unfolded, or discern a person's intentions before they spoke? This spiritual sight is not imagination, it is divine equipment. Chosen ones are often given sharper discernment because their mission requires them to navigate deception and bring truth into places where lies have taken root. If your spirit has always tugged at you, warning you, guiding you, whispering when the world was silent, that was heaven preparing you to walk as one who cannot be easily deceived. The fourth sign is the undeniable resistance you faced whenever you tried to rise. Think about it. Why did the enemy target you so fiercely? Why did doors close when you stepped forward? Why did people turn against you when you began to shine? It was not because you were wrong, but because you were right. Resistance has always been proof of your assignment. The greater the opposition, the greater the mission. And every time you pressed through that resistance, every time you stood firm when others collapsed, you proved to both heaven and hell that you are unshakable. This is the kind of strength required of those who carry divine missions. But there is more. Beyond these signs, there are lessons you were meant to gather in the shadows, lessons that now become weapons of wisdom for the road ahead. One of those lessons is that pain teaches what comfort never could. Had your path been easy, you would not carry the depth of empathy you have today. Another lesson is that solitude is not punishment, but sacred preparation. In the quiet, God shaped your voice, your vision, and your heart. And perhaps the greatest lesson is this: every loss was secretly a gift. Because every person who walked away, every job that ended, every dream that shattered, cleared space for the mission that was waiting to take root in your life. Let us not forget that the mission of the chosen is never small. Your mission may not look like the world's idea of greatness, but it carries eternal weight. Some of you are called to heal hearts with words, with presence, with prayer. Some are called to lead, to create, to stand boldly in places where others have bowed. Some are called to protect the vulnerable, to lift up the forgotten, to be voices for the voiceless. And some are called simply to live in such a way that their very existence testifies that God is real. Do not diminish your mission by comparing it to another's. Each assignment is unique, but everyone is vital. Chosen one, here is something you must grasp. Your life itself is prophetic. The events, the timing, the struggles, the breakthroughs, they are not random. They are messages written by God, and those who watch you are reading them, even if they do not realize it. This is why you cannot live like everyone else. This is why compromise never sits right with you. This is why the pleasures that satisfy others leave you empty. Your life is not meant for ordinary consumption. It is meant for divine demonstration. You are a walking prophecy, a living message to your generation. And here lies the most beautiful truth. The unveiling of your mission is not about striving or forcing. You do not have to manufacture it. You do not have to chase it. All you must do is align yourself with the voice of God, and what has been hidden will unfold naturally. Like a flower blooming in its season, your mission will reveal itself when the time is right. And that time, chosen one, is now. That is why you are hearing this. That is why you cannot shake the stirring in your soul. That is why every part of your journey suddenly feels like it is converging into something greater. Heaven has chosen this moment to unveil your mission because you are ready. So open your eyes and look at the signs around you. Reflect on the resilience that kept you alive, the compassion that never left you, the discernment that guided you, the resistance that tried to stop you but failed. Each of these has been proof. Each of these has been confirmation. You are not ordinary. You never were. You are chosen, and your mission is about to transform not only your life, but the lives of those connected to you. And as you embrace this truth, let it sink into your heart. The world needs what you carry. Your voice, your light, your love. It is not for you alone. It was planted in you to be poured out. And once you step fully into your mission, you will see why the battles were so fierce, why the path was so narrow, why the nights were so long. It was all leading you here, to this unveiling, to this moment of realization, to the beginning of the very purpose you were born to fulfill. Chosen one, you have walked through shadows, endured storms, and survived battles that were designed to destroy you. Yet here you stand, not only alive, but carrying within you a strength forged in the very fires that tried to consume you. You are proof that the hand of God has never left your life. You are evidence that even when the world conspired against you, heaven still covered you. And now the time has come to rise. The time has come to step into the fullness of your calling. The time has come for your true mission to be unveiled. Hear me clearly. You are not ordinary. You never were. You are the answer to prayers someone has been whispering in secret. You are the sign that God has not abandoned this world. You are the living reminder that light cannot be extinguished, no matter how heavy the darkness becomes. Your very existence is a prophecy, and the enemy knew it. That is why he tried so hard to silence you. But what he did not understand is that every attempt to break you only made you unbreakable. Every scheme to bury you only planted you deeper in the soil, where resurrection power could raise you higher. Chosen one, I speak to the warrior inside of you. You have been underestimated, overlooked, rejected, and betrayed. But even in those places of deepest pain, God's hand was shaping you. You were not abandoned. You were being trained. You were not forgotten. You were being hidden until the appointed time. And this is that time. Heaven is declaring over your life. The wilderness is ending, the silence is breaking, and the mission is unfolding. Lift your head and know this: you are protected. The same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who walked in the fire with his faithful, is walking with you now. You are not stepping into this mission alone. Every angel assigned to your destiny is taking position. Every barrier that once blocked your path is trembling. Every shadow that tried to cling to you is being scattered by the light of your unveiling. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine decree. I want you to feel this truth in your spirit. Your trials were not wasted. The nights of tears were not ignored. The seasons of silence were not punishment. They were preparation. Do you remember when you thought the weight would crush you? That was the moment heaven strengthened your shoulders. Do you remember when the betrayal left you shattered? That was the moment God expanded your heart. Do you remember when loneliness echoed like a curse? That was the moment the divine whispered secrets to your soul. Everything that tried to destroy you only deepened your anointing. The scripture says in Isaiah 60:1, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Chosen one, this is your word. Your light has come, your mission is no longer hidden. The glory of God is rising upon you, and nothing in this world can stop it. Not the jealousy of others, not the lies of the enemy, not the weight of your past. What God has ordained for you cannot be stolen. What heaven has written for you cannot be erased. I speak this into your life with prophetic certainty. The days of being overlooked are over. The days of wandering in confusion are over. The days of questioning your worth are over. You are stepping into a season where your mission will speak louder than your wounds, where your purpose will overshadow your pain, where your divine assignment will silence every lie spoken against you. You will no longer wonder if your life matters, because your very steps will prove that you were chosen for such a time as this. And I know it may feel overwhelming. The mission may feel too big, too heavy, too impossible. But remember this: God does not call the qualified, He qualifies the called. If heaven has chosen you, then heaven will equip you. You are not required to know all the answers. You are only required to say yes. Yes to the path. Yes to the mission. Yes to the unveiling of what has been hidden. And when you say yes, doors will open. Resources will flow. Guidance will come. Strength will rise. Chosen one, you are stepping into a new identity. You are no longer the rejected. You are the appointed. You are no longer the broken. You are the builder. You are no longer the forgotten. You are the forerunner. You are no longer the victim. You are the victor. Your scars are not signs of defeat. They are seals of authenticity. They prove that you have lived through what others could not survive, and that makes you dangerous to darkness. Every time you open your mouth, every time you walk in your calling, every time you shine your light, chains will break, lives will shift, and hope will be restored. This is why the enemy fought you so hard. This is why people turned on you. This is why you felt the crushing weight of trials, because your mission threatens everything that opposes the kingdom of God. You are not just living your life, you are carrying out heaven's agenda on earth. And the enemy knew that if you ever discovered the truth of who you are, nothing could stop you. That moment has arrived. You know now, you see now, you feel it in your spirit. And because of that, every weapon formed against you has already failed. Chosen one, let your soul hear this clearly. You are chosen. You are protected. You are appointed, yet you are sent. Nothing about your life is ordinary. Every detail, every tear, every breakthrough has been written into the scroll of eternity. Your mission is sacred, and it is now. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt. Do not apologize for the light you carry. This is your hour. This is your unveiling. This is the season when the world will witness what heaven has always known. You are chosen, and your mission is unstoppable. Feel the strength of heaven behind you. Feel the presence of angels surrounding you. Feel the fire of the Holy Spirit igniting you. The wilderness is behind you. The unveiling is before you. Step forward, chosen one, with boldness and certainty, because the world is waiting for the mission God planted inside you before time began. Chosen one, as we come to the end of this message, I want you to pause and breathe in what has been spoken over your life today. Do you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that deep resonance in your soul. That is heaven confirming that these words were not empty. They were for you. You did not stumble here by accident. You were guided here because God wanted to remind you of something you had almost forgotten. You are chosen, you are protected, and you have a mission that is about to change everything. Think about how far you have come. The nights when you thought you would not survive, yet here you are. The betrayals that should have left you bitter, but your heart still beats with compassion. The obstacles that were designed to crush you, yet you rise stronger with every step. This is not luck. This is divine orchestration. You have been carried even when you thought you were alone. You have been guarded even when danger surrounded you. And you have been prepared even when you thought your life was standing still. Every season has been shaping you for this unveiling. Chosen one, listen to me. You will no longer walk in confusion about who you are. You will no longer shrink back in fear of your mission. You will no longer doubt the divine fingerprints that have marked your existence. From this moment forward, walk in certainty. Walk in the assurance that heaven is on your side. Walk with your head lifted, knowing that your scars are your crown, your battles are your training, and your survival is your testimony. You are not weak. You are the vessel God has chosen to carry out a sacred assignment on earth. And do not think for one moment that you are walking alone. The same God who chose you will go before you. The same angels who have been protecting you in secret are now surrounding you openly. The same Spirit that kept your flame alive in the darkest nights is the Spirit that will now empower you in the daylight of your mission. You are never alone. You never were, and you never will be. Heaven walks with you, and heaven fights for you. So as you step into this new season, speak these words over yourself. I am chosen. I am protected. I am guided. I am sent. Declare it until your doubts fall silent. Declare it until your fears lose their grip. Declare it until your spirit rises with unstoppable boldness. Because what you say in faith, heaven will confirm in power. Chosen one, the world needs what you carry. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let rejection discourage you. Do not let the lies of the enemy distract you. You have been placed here in this time, in this generation, because there are lives connected to your obedience. There are hearts waiting for your words. There are souls waiting for your light. There are prayers waiting to be answered through your very existence. You are not small and you are not insignificant. You are the living proof that God still moves through human lives. And so, as I leave you with this blessing, I want you to know that you are walking into a new chapter. The mission that has been hidden is being unveiled. The path that once felt closed is opening. The strength that once felt faint is rising. You will walk into rooms that once rejected you, and this time favor will follow you. You will step into opportunities that once seemed impossible, and this time, doors will open with ease. You will find connections that align with your mission, and this time, you will know without doubt that it is divine. The struggle has not been wasted. The silence has not been meaningless. It was all preparation for this unveiling. Chosen one, lift your eyes. The wilderness is behind you. The promise is ahead of you. Walk boldly. Walk faithfully. Walk joyfully, because you are stepping into the very reason you were created. And when you walk, remember this blessing. You are no longer walking alone. Heaven is walking with you. Now, I want to invite you to take a step of faith, not just in your mission, but here in this community of chosen ones. If this message resonated with you, if you felt that fire burning inside, then let your voice be heard. Comment below and share what part of this message spoke to your spirit the most. Your words may become the confirmation that another chosen one desperately needs to hear. And if you have not yet, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Every message here is a continuation of the journey heaven has you on. Do not miss the next word, the next revelation, the next confirmation that could propel you forward. When you subscribe, you are not just clicking a button, you are stepping into alignment with a community of chosen ones, walking the same sacred path. If this video blessed you, like it so that it can reach more chosen ones who need to hear it. Share it with someone you know is struggling, someone who has felt misunderstood, someone who needs to be reminded that they are chosen. You may be the very vessel God uses to deliver this word into their life. Chosen one, as we close, I want to release this final blessing over you. May every chain that has tried to hold you down break in this season. May every shadow that has followed you scatter before the light of your mission. May every doubt that has haunted you fall silent in the presence of divine truth. May you walk in confidence, in strength, and in unshakable faith, knowing that you are chosen and your mission is unstoppable. You are loved, you are seen, you are called, and you are ready. Step into it, chosen one. Your unveiling is now.